Alright, so I made one video today on my four-wheeler, so I figured I might as well go and make another one, especially since I have not done any videos to keep up with what I've been doing. So as some of you out there may know, next weekend, April 23rd through the 25th, is the Spring Gambler 500 here in Tennessee. And so, it's been a while. It's been a long while since I've done a video on the old Gambler van. Sorry, there was a bug on me. But anyway, it's still alive and kicking, and it's gone through some changes since the last time I did a video. First, right out of the gate, you may notice it's got some different wheels and tires. I do still have the buckshot mudders that were on the back, but I found this whole set of four 32 1150 all-terrains, and I put them on some 8-inch wide wagon wheels. These in the back are 8 inches, just like the front, but they have different offsets, so they're a lot deeper looking. Well, I mean, they are a lot deeper, but they're the same width all the way around. Of course, I had to cut the wheel wells out because of the tires. The fronts still rub ever so slightly on the inner wheel well. The biggest problem in the front was the outer bumper brackets. They go from the frame and stick out the body on the corners of the bumper. So finally, I took that old twisted up front bumper off from this thing, and as you can see, I've built a pretty hairy tubular front bumper out of not just a drive shaft. As a matter of fact, just the outer pieces are a drive shaft. This middle piece is a big, thick-walled piece of steel pipe. It's probably about that thick, and it's heavy. So built me a front bumper. I reused the original stamped bumper brackets, which are weak, but I welded some pretty thick sheet metal over the tops and up under the bottoms of them, and boxed them in and beefed them up. So basically the way this is attached is there's slots cut in this pipe. The brackets are sleeved in and welded to it, and then the pieces of metal that I used to box the brackets are welded solidly to it. The other thing I did, it's tack welded on the bottom of the bumper, not very well, but it's tack welded, is I found me a big old hairy piece of metal and fixed me up a skid plate on the bottom of that baby. So, yeah, you can kind of see what I got going on there. And so those are the biggest things. I had to work on the wipers. They still don't work correctly, and I just painted that thing orange because it was rusty and raunchy looking. Ooh, I almost forgot. The other big thing I did to it, why, as if this will mean anything to actually show it, but I put a new rear end in this van. And it really does have brand new shocks. They're not for this van. They're some I had laying around from years ago, and I made them work. But yeah, I put a new, to me, rear end in this thing, and it seems to be working just fine. The big reason I did it, the old one was wore out and making noises. When I bought this van, I quote, the guy that I got it from said, and I quote, "The rear end sounds like a freight train," and man, he was not kidding. But I welded it anyway, ran it for a long time. The biggest problem I had out of it wasn't the fact that it sounded like a freight train, it's the fact that it had 273 gears in it. Couldn't have that, especially going bigger and bigger on the tires. It was killing this thing. This one's not as low geared as I would like for it to be. It has 342 gears, but that's still a whole lot better than what it had before. And of course, I think you guys might have seen this, my nice snazzy trailer hitch that I had to modify to fix. But you know what? It's good enough for pulling the lawnmower trailer. Definitely not going to be towing a dual axle car trailer with it, but it's fine for the lawnmower trailer. But the biggest reason I put it on there was also right there, got a tow hook, and it just gave me something to tow off of in case I need to be towed or pull someone else out, or like I said, pull the lawnmower trailer, which it does very well. And then over here this year, this is not mine, one of my buddies, Elijah, picked this baby up couple of weeks ago. And we've been working on it. You can see I've done some welding debauchery on this thing. And it's got this nice little piece of metal and some fence posts and a bunch of garbage welded on the front. It's got some Jeep Cherokee wheels and all-terrains. We got the wheel wells cut out over here on this side, but the opposite side's not finished. We're gonna have to get on it and get it done for this next weekend, but we got a week, so it's fine. But I'm hoping I've got high hopes for this thing. I hope it does well. But as it is right now, I believe that's about it. And we're just about ready to go and destroy some things.